Hello, family, and welcome back to another episode of Faith and Fun Podcast, where we talk about finding joy in every journey. Listen, the guest that I have today, I'm so excited. Some of you may know him from the Spuds, the chicken wings, kicking in the dirt with the boots, or the head bobbing. But either way you know him, he's a joy to be around. Today we have none other than Mr. President himself. Some know him as Mr. President. Everyone knows him as Trey Colvin. Trey, thank you for being here.
Appreciate you for
He parked
having
he
me.
parked the horse outside. He didn't wear the boots today, but I thought I thought he was gonna wear them. So Trey, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
We happy. We happy to have you. So I want to talk about first the Spuds. When you gonna do them again?
Lord.
Cause you trending right now on the book. I was gonna add my 2 cents, but see, everybody don't know that you was cooking meat chicken wings though. So I wasn't gonna put my little 2 cents in there.
Lord.
But I'm gonna have
mercy.
to put it in there now though.
They dragging me. They is dragging me. I done got my life threatened, my house threatened, everything threatened behind some spuds.
I mean, well, they big. They better than McAllister's.
Good Lord have mercy. I can't kick up dirt in peace.
Didn't nobody tell you to do that anyway. We need you in the kitchen.
They told me I to put down the spuds and picked up the boots.
That's it. Or you can cook in the boots if you want to, but we just need our spuds. Okay, so listen. So you're this well-known chef, but probably a celebrity chef. I'm pretty sure a celebrity.
It's coming.
If
I
not,
receive it.
you already there.
I receive it.
So how has your identity? Because you aren't your typical chef. I've never seen a chef that parties with the clients. I'm like, wait, are you cooking or are you the?
We finna turn up. The job is done. Y'all done been fed. It's time to cut up.
So how has your identity shaped your journey in the culinary world, modeling, dancing now, and even the artist management?
Well, a lot of people do know and some don't know. Dancing came before all of this. Dancing goes back to like '09.
I saw you said somewhere on there you was on 106 and Park.
Yes, I was on BET 106 in Park in 2011.
Now I remember 106 and Park. I probably wasn't supposed to be watching it, but I remember it.
Wild Out Wednesday.
Really?
Yes,
So
2011.
what group were you with on 106 and Park?
Fresh Academy.
And where they out of? Charlotte, right here?
Based out of Chester and Rockia. Yeah. And that was after the first group that I was a part of, which was X-Fam exclusive.
Okay.
So that was the first dance group. Those my god brothers. They're my boys. But yeah, it was some things that took place, and I had to create another group, and we went on 106 Apart.
Yeah.
And that was 2011. So the dancing started everything.
Okay.
And after the dancing, actually that same year, I went to 106 Park in 2011. And in July of 2011, I had a head-on car accident, and I shattered my femur bone. So I only have metal and flesh from my right hip to my knee. And it took me about 6 to 7 months to learn how to walk all over again. So I had to come up with a backup plan because dancing was out of the picture at that point. I ain't got but a leg and a half. Dancing was out. So my backup plan was cooking.
Yeah.
And I went to culinary school. I went to culinary school in Charleston, and that, culinary school didn't teach me anything. I basically went to school for nothing.
Really?
Yeah, because, I mean, they just taught you the basics, and the basics is what we already knew. So after culinary school, in 2012, I took a break. And I took a break to go on tour, and I danced background on the Bow Wow tour. Yes, so got back to dancing a year later after the accident. And after that, I mean, people just started hitting me up because they saw that I was in culinary school, and it was like, oh, can you cook this for me, and can you cook that? And I'm like, if y'all keep hitting me up, let me go and make a little business out of this. Let me capitalize. So that's when I started the catering business, and it just went from there. And I've always been a goofy person, turn up person. A party, I'm gonna go. If it's a party to be had, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming. So I mean, I just like to have fun.
Yeah.
So when I cater for people and whatnot, now all the clients they on, they just they want to keep it look quiet as kept, and I'd be like, okay, y'all eat, I pack up, I'm gone. But most of my clients,
Yeah.
they know I'm for the party. I done fed y'all. Y'all done ate now. It's time to cut up. Where's the bar?
Right. Right.
Yes, I'm one way. I'm gonna go to the bar. I done fed y'all. Y'all need to feed me. Give me a couple shots. And the food's still over there. Y'all can go get seconds and
Right.
thirds, but I'm
Right.
for to stand on y'all table real quick.
Oh boy, because that's what they call you, Mrs. Stand on them tables.
And we finna cut up bad. I'm finna tell you that now. We finna have a time in here. So people enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And now people book me in. First thing they say, you gon' party with us afterwards, ain't you? After you get done cooking, you ain't got to leave. You can party. I say, okay, no, you ain't got to tell me twice.
Yeah.
Because I'm for the party in the jacket.
Oh.
Chef coat and all. So, yes. But it is, I'll say me just being myself. Just staying who I am. Like,
Yeah.
I'm transparent. What you
Yeah.
see is what you get.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no less, you ain't getting no more. But all I can say is, take me for what I am.
Oh, just don't take me at all.
Don't take
just
me.
leave me alone.
If you can't take me, don't take me at all. I'll tell you that now. I don't go nowhere I ain't invited.
Oh God. But I think that's what makes you so unique because you don't care.
I don't.
You don't care. You do not. It's like you're so confident in who you are. If y'all don't like me, that's y'all. If you got a problem with me, that's your problem. I'm good.
I'm telling you right
It's
now.
like that man say, I ain't got time to argue with y'all.
I ain't giving you that time. I ain't giving you that time at all. Arguing with you, I done missed my song on the DJ on the dance floor.
That's it.
Now I got sat out here and did all this back and forth with you. I'm not doing it. I can tell you that right now. I ain't got time for it.
So, can you share a pivotal moment in your career that significantly impacted your growth and perspective on success and representation?
So after I had the head-on car accident,
Mm-hmm.
that sat me down for a while.
Mm.
That changed my whole mindset on things. I became real angry and irritated and agitated because I couldn't walk. Like my 18th birthday was in the hospital. I'm in rehab trying to learn how to walk all over again. So that changed that changed who I was, because I felt like at that point, like, I ain't gonna never be the same. Like, doctors is telling me, oh, you gonna bounce back, you gonna bounce back. Y'all ain't got metal in y'all leg. Y'all just put it in mine. What you mean I'm gonna bounce back? I can't bounce nothing now. That just tore my nerves up every time I turn around and they in rehab. Oh, you gonna get shut up. Shut up now. It just tore my nerves up bad. So I was real angry, and I didn't want to do nothing else. I didn't want to do nothing else. Dancing, I was that person that was like plan A was supposed to be the plan. So dancing was the plan because I had so much success with it from 2009 all the way up into the car accident. And granted, that's only a couple of years, but it was a lot that went down, a lot of people met. It's a lot that happened that made me think that this was my ticket.
Yeah.
And I had to go to culinary school. I had to humble myself because, being in that type of light in the city and people seeing and knowing who I am, now I'm set back. So, I'm like, what are people going to say? At that, I'm thinking about what people going to say, knowing I don't care. But at the same time, it's like, oh, my God, like, what are they going to think about me? Like, are they going to say, I fell off, or, like, I can't dance no more? Like, are people going to make jokes about, the fact that I got metal in my leg? Like, it was a lot of petty stuff that went through my mind. And I really had to humble myself and just take a step back and just listen to God and let God guide me and mature me. And moving forward from there, doors just began to open, and, I just started seeing stuff in a different light. And at that point, that's when I realized, you either going to take me for what I am, or you ain't got to worry about me at all.
Yeah.
Point blank and period. So that's when I really just had to figure out how to make everything I do go full circle. Because dancing was just one track. That was one way tunnel vision that I was looking. So now that I cook, now that I've started back dancing, how do I make all of this go full circle to where if I'm ever down again, I have something else that I still got my mind focused on, and it's not like I'm giving up type of thing.
So I want to pivot to your brother. And so I'm pretty sure that played a part in the grind and the hustle.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So how did that contribute to the present? I'm not really sure how long ago it was when he passed away, but I'm pretty sure after you may have, have gone through a time to where you don't want to do any of this stuff anymore.
So it's been 4 years now. He was killed in 2020, and that was he was snatched away suddenly. Um, and the way he was killed was where the place he was killed at was similar to my line of work. He was killed inside of a bar, and he was an innocent bystander, so it wasn't meant for him at all. But I'm a promoter. I've been throwing parties for 16 years, so to see that my brother got killed at a club, bar, or whatever, and this is my line of work, yeah, that did kind of put a little stump in what I was doing in that moment. But I had to also take another step back and realize God has kept me covered for all of these years. Not one time did I have a fight. I've had a fight at a party, but I've never had to have a shootout. I've never had to have a big brawl. I've never had my safety threatened. And I've been doing parties for 16 years. Then been in the slums of the slums, then celebrities, gangbang, anything, they've all came to my parties. So I had to look at it like God had kept me covered. He done took me to the party. He done brought me home. I ain't never had to worry about nothing. It's always been favor and success in that area. So I'm not going to walk in fear because my brother was killed. My brother was an innocent bystander. He wasn't targeted. So I had to take a step back and continue to put my faith and trust in God. That God, if this is your sign of telling me to step away from this line of work, I will listen. Guide me. Direct me. Because if this is the path that you taking away from me that I've been on all these years, you know me. You better have something else lined up for me. Let me know something. So aside from that internal battle, I also had to fight with the fact that my parents were in fear. Because now I'm the only living child.
Yeah.
And I'm the only living child that stay gone. So it was like, now I got to grasp with this. My mama is scared, like, where you going? When you coming back? How long you going to be gone? Mind you, I'm 28.
You only 28?
No, at the time.
I'm about to say.
No, when my brother was killed, I was 28.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there like, I'm 28 years old, in my own house. Grown. Living by myself. I ain't got down to nobody. But I had to also understand the severity of the situation. And it to this day it still bothers me. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it don't. I live and walk with it every single day. I've just found a way to mask it.
And that's what a lot of people, I think I talked about this on the previous episode, to where people can't tell people that are grieving to get over it or how to get through it because they're having to make this new life. Like, because they can't go back to who they were because who they once were had this person.
Yep.
And you no longer have this person, so you're having to rebuild your entire life. It's like learning how to walk again.
Yep.
Learning how to walk again without this person because nobody knows what that person meant to you.
Yep.
And so that's another thing that I push now for people who talk about grieving and stuff. Like, let them grieve. Because you don't know.
And I'm an advocate for therapy. When my brother got killed, the courts, they offered free therapy for us. And we denied it. I mean, we didn't deny it, but we just was like, thank you, we'll go to it if we need it. And, I'm firm at my church. So I knew I had pastors and prophets and ministers and people that I'm close with that I can go and sit down and talk to. But at the same time, it wasn't hitting the same.
So did you ever go to therapy?
Yes, I'm in therapy now.
So
and I just started therapy last year.
So it took roughly 4 years for you. Okay, so let's talk about that. Do you wish you would have done it sooner?
Yep. If I would have took therapy when they offered it to me, I'd probably be in a better headspace than I am now. Yep. I am 100% advocating for people going to see a therapist because that is a stranger that knows nothing about you. They don't know if you lying to them, don't know if you telling them the truth. They know what's coming out of your mouth, and they are giving you advice and help based off what you are telling them. So if you want to go in there and sit down and lie, that's on you. You ain't going to get a piece of help.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that going to help you. But it's good to talk to somebody with an unbiased opinion. They don't know you. They don't know you out here in the street running around dogging people. Just awful. They don't know that.
Yeah.
They know the person that's sitting in front of them that's talking. You can spill your whole life to them. All they know is your side of whatever you telling them. And they are giving you advice to help you cope, to help you move forward, to help you to navigate with this pain that you living with and that you walking with. I promise you, I wish I would have took it whenever they first offered it.
Gotcha. So what do you think is the main reason that we don't, as African American men, don't do therapy?
The culture, how we was brought up. You know, the first thing they say, I ain't gonna go talk to no therapist.
I ain't crazy.
I ain't crazy. Like you got to be crazy to go talk to a therapist. I ain't crazy. I ain't sitting down talking to no stranger.
Yeah.
But you gonna go out here and talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the street.
Every time you get drunk.
Thank you. And then get mad when they repeat all your business. Now why you told my business?
Because you didn't pay me to be quiet.
Okay then. So why not go and talk to that stranger? They got a privilege that they cannot speak about what you're telling them. Go and sit down and talk to that person.
Yeah.
But again, like I say, it's the culture and what we were brought up in. We grew up around. You saw it on TV. They put it in movies, TV shows, whether it was a joke or whether it was serious. I ain't talking to no shrink. I don't know who that is. They ain't putting them strangers in my business and all of that. Yeah, so that's why a lot of people just don't. African American men just don't go to therapy. Me and my mom are both in therapy right now.
I know, that's right. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
And not just like coping with that, but just like coping with like other situations?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, because I went in because of I was still grieving my brother, and I still am. But I needed a way to deal with it. Like replaying stuff in my head and all of that. I needed somebody to talk to. I can't talk to my mama.
Yeah, because she's still grieving herself.
I can't talk to my daddy. He's still grieving.
Because each one of y'all had your own personal, like you lost a brother, but she lost her child.
They lost their first child.
Yeah, and then for your mom, she carried him 9 months.
Thank you.
And so nobody can relate to her.
No, and my daddy, that's his oldest boy. That's his first boy. He had him for 2 years before I came along. I can't talk to my grandma. She lost her oldest grand. So I'm walking around trying to be strong for them. I'm masking mines. And I figured out a way to mask it. Don't nobody know I hurt all day, every day. All y'all see is Trey and the bobbing head and kicking boots.
Here I go, Bobby. Let me stop you right there. Because I get that. And I don't know if it was a quote or a caption or what, but I saw somewhere it said, the people who smile the most carry the biggest pain. And I wanted to get into that later on, but now that we're here, let's talk about it. Because I see this Trey, like this happy-go-lucky Trey standing on tables. And I always said, but like to myself, I said, he done been through something. Because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but you're extra happy when you done been real low. And you done been like, just wanting to give up. And I can just spot it, like, because you're so free. And I'm like, he done been through something.
I'm going to tell you this, and this is something that I've never said publicly. Nobody has ever heard this before, other than a select couple family members.
Don't tear me up. You about to tear me up? Okay.
Because you done opened the door now.
Let's open it. If we going to go, we going to go.
I wasn't supposed to live past 6. I had Crohn's disease and IBS as a child, and I heard the doctors tell my parents outside of the room, because the doctor, he had like a heavy voice, and he pulled them outside to talk to them, and I heard him say that I would be lucky if I lived past my 6th or 7th birthday. I remember that still to this day. I don't even think my mom and daddy know I heard that doctor say that.
Still, like.
But they'll find out now if they watch this. Because that's how bad my Crohn's and the IBS was. Like, they had to take me out of school. Like, yeah, it was bad. So to get beyond that, and then get to a point to where now I'm 14, 15 years old, and I'm dancing. I'm in a dance group, and I'm meeting all these people. I'm going all these places. I'm doing all this stuff. Now people know my face. They know my name. You know, I don't care about none of that. I'm just having fun.
Because you weren't supposed to. You weren't even supposed to be here.
I'm just having fun. And then, you know, to move forward and for the devil to see what God had in store for me. Because God got the plan for your life already. But don't think that devil ain't caught a sneak peek. Don't think he ain't caught a preview. Whether he caught the beginning, the middle, or the end. He saw a part that threatened him. So he gonna step in and try to stop it. And in 2011, he tried to stop it when I had my head-on car accident. I smashed the car all the way back to the driver's seat. And I got out of the car. Didn't even know this bone was shattered, no nothing. I got out of the car. No scratches, no bruises, no nothing on me. They rolled me in the hospital. My mama standing there at the door. I said, Lord, she finna cuss. Soon as I got in there, I said, y'all, just roll me past her. Just roll me past. They had her standing right there because I had her car, and I was going to go pick her up from work. And that's when I had the accident. So, but when they rolled me in there, my mama probably could have looked at me and been like, ain't nothing wrong with him, get him up.
Yeah.
Because I had no scratch, no nothing. I didn't know that leg was broke, shot. I ain't know none of that. Till they start cutting my clothes off, and I'm still mad at them heifers because I had just bought them cargo shorts.
Oh, my God.
Them was some nice dark cargo shorts. Let me bring it back.
Oh, God.
But after that, the devil kept attacking my legs. Every time I turned around, it was a car accident. Somebody hitting me. I mean, it was a wreck check. But every time I turn around, and at that time, right before the accident, I had started miming at my church, the Well Church, Rock Hill. I had started miming at my church because my neighbor, Pastor Teresa, at the time, she brought me in, and that thing right there is relentless. She made sure I learned how to mime and knew how to mime, and miming is my gift. That's my ministry. That's how I minister to others. That's how I release what's inside of me, because I'm that person that everybody comes and talk to and trauma dump or whatever. I'm that person. Don't get me wrong, you might get cussed out a little bit, but hey, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But people come to me, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't, it ain't like I take theirs and walk with it. No, but I don't have that person that I can go to and just spill out everything and really get real, genuine advice.
Yeah.
So, I talk to God, talk to myself, and I mime, and that's my release. Just like stepping now. Dancing has always been my release. Parties have always been my release. That's what I grew up on. My family used to throw parties from a kid all the way up. They used to throw big yard parties. Bring everybody together. That's the one time that all the aunts and uncles ain't arguing, grandma ain't nobody cussing each other out.
Right.
They on the floor dancing all night. They come together, they cook the food, free liquor, free party. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Only thing I ain't take from that was the free, because I ain't stupid. No, sir. But that's always been a good vibe for me. And I know some people frown on the club and all of that. Even at my church, I had people that Went to the pastor about it, but pastor already knew what was up. I'd already talked to him. He didn't have a problem with it. He scoped it out for himself. He said, Trey ain't doing nothing wrong. So people look down on it, but I'm like, y'all don't understand. Loud music and strangers is where I'm at.
And then you don't know the opportunities that you'll have to minister to someone.
Right.
Because if we all cooped up in the church, we all good. It's other people out there that need to see the light.
Meet them where they at.
Oh, God.
Y'all want to rush them and tell them they need to get in here and they need to get this and get that. You trying to force it down their throat. Meet them where they at. And then let them come on their own. How you say you want to save lives and you ain't going out there to get the lives? Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Y'all want to frown on them because all you want to do is drink and smoke. You ain't drinking and smoking. Sit there with them. Talk to them. Talk it out. Sooner or later, they're going to put the blunt down. They're going to be in there set the beer down. And now they talking to you. They opening up to you.
Because they need to see someone who's actually doing, living with the word. And because half the time, a lot of people aren't going to read the Bible.
Right.
Somebody got to be the change. And I don't know who I was telling. I don't know if it was a family member or a friend, but I said, sometimes God sends us out to show them what it's supposed to be.
Yep.
What it's supposed to look like. Or what true living for God for real is supposed to look like.
Right.
And you may have to go places you don't want to go, but you got to remain who you are.
Yeah.
If you wasn't drinking and smoking before you went out there, don't start now just because you're out there. You were sent out there because you were strong enough to not do it.
Exactly.
Somebody got to be the difference.
Thank you.
Somebody.
And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm holier than thou and that I'm the preacher's child. I'm not going to sit here and paint that picture because I'm not.
Yeah.
I drink, I smoke, I party, I cuss like a sailor. But everybody knows that. That's not something I'm hiding. You can go to my church right now. I joke with them all the time. I'm the church drunk. I joke with them all the time. I tell everybody, I be like, yeah, I'm a church drunk. The pastor gonna talk about me in about 5 minutes. I guarantee. And he gonna call it by my name.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I know what God brought me from. I know what God is doing with me, and I know what God is taking me.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, yes, I may still do some of these worldly things that I am slowly graduating from. But at the end of the day, I am ministering and talking to the people that are around me.
Yeah.
When the people around me come to me and they down or they come to me with their advice, I automatically direct them straight to God. At the end of the day, yes, I may turn up all day long, turn up all night long. I'm going to be out at the party till 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Yeah. I'm the last person to leave. Yeah. But I'm going into church Sunday morning at 9:30.
And see, that's the difference. Because you know them for yourself. And it's like, you're doing what you're doing, but you're awaiting deliverance. And you've made your request and all. It's like you're not hiding nothing. So, and because you're so open with it, when he does deliver, he's going to do it open.
Yeah.
Because you didn't put it out there. And it's like so many people have these secret things that they're hiding. But you looking at me because mine is open. And I'm doing it openly. So when he deliver me, he going to do it openly.
Because y'all go sit here, oh, how you at church every Sunday, but you're turning up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, because I got the energy to do it. That's why I'm doing it. You right.
But you at home doing what you do behind closed doors.
Okay. Y'all see mine. Ain't no shame in mine. I don't care nothing about it. Ain't no shame in mine. Because at the end of the day, I've always said that if God wanted to deliver me from the nightlife, the parties, any of that deals with everything that y'all don't want to deal with, he would have brought me out of it a long time ago. I'm in it for a reason. I got to run into somebody that I ain't ran into yet. And I'm going to speak to them. God is going to speak to them through me. So whenever that come, I let him use me however he need to use me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stay where I need to stay because y'all won't come and do it. Y'all sitting up in here ready to walk up in the pulpit and talk to the same folks that's been here for the past 30 years.
Who on their way to heaven.
They good. They on their way to heaven. Some of them going to bust hell wide open, but let them figure it out on their own path. Yeah. Y'all won't go and get the ones that's struggling.
And who want it, but just don't know how to get it.
They don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
They scared to come because they scared y'all going to judge them. So they need to see somebody like me that's in the church, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. The pastor know I cuss like a sailor. Me and Pastor have been at a wedding reception. I done had my Crown Apple and Coke in my hand. He ain't judged me not one time. Him nor his wife, they ain't judged me not one time. We laugh and joke about it.
Yeah.
They have sat here and be like, not Trey.
Yeah.
I done seen you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, They know what's up just like I know what's up.
Yeah, and it's a level of respect. It's a level of respect.
I don't care if anybody judge me one way or another. You ain't gonna make me feel no type of way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's the fact that I'm not hiding that I'm a church goer, like most people try to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not hiding that I'm a club goer, like some people try to hide. And I ain't hiding that I like a drink. Because I like it.
Yeah.
I sure do. I might get one when we leave.
Because if he can use a prostitute, if he can use all these people, then he can use me too.
Thank you.
And then who? Because
y'all won't even go out there and meet the prostitute. Y'all snub your nose up at her when she walk up in here.
Because they can't handle it.
Y'all want them to come. You can't get mad at her. This her good clothes.
It's like we want them to come. Well, certain people, want them to come, but they want them to come on their terms.
Yep.
They don't want nothing too bad. They don't want you smelling a certain,
yep.
something, doable.
You got to dress right. Put the clothes. I'm tell you right now, what I got on right now, I walk right in the church with this on.
Yeah.
And I might throw a little hat on top of it. Because I'm tell you right now, when I get to heaven, God ain't going to tell me you got to go to hell because you wore a leather jacket to church.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all come up in here, these little two-piece suits. They barely fitting you. But y'all want to have the nerve to say something about how anybody else is dressed when they come to church. Like, make it make sense.
And then also, what I've been realizing, what may be the normal for me is not the normal for everyone else. Everybody wasn't raised like me. So what I think is you supposed to know, people don't know. People don't know that you're supposed to eat with a fork.
Yeah.
Some people, and you can't be mad. They wasn't taught
They
this.
just wasn't taught that. And don't get me wrong. I was brought up in the church. My mom and daddy made sure me and my brother was greased up, face oiled, Vaseline down, shirt tucked in, button up, gold necklace, penny loafers with the penny in them. Every Sunday.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I found my own way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dress my way, and I'm going to do it how I built my connection with God. But at the end of the day, my normal ain't nobody else normal. I can tell you that one right now. So I don't expect you to understand me. I don't want you to understand me. You ain't got a heaven or a hell to put me in. But if you come over here trying to tell me what to do, I can tell you which one you can go to. I'll tell you that one quicker than I tell you, hey.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
And that's
not sorry.
And that's what it is. It's like, if people just let people be on their own journey with God. Because if truth be told, if we told our story, we ain't always been like this. We didn't always walk upright before him. Or we didn't always say the right stuff or do the right stuff. We just hid ours really well.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're mad at me because you can see mine or you see my struggle. And I saw a caption that said, don't be mad at me because you see my struggle and nobody saw yours.
Right. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
You not finna do that to me. I have no problem walking into this church, going to the altar and laying flat face down and bawling my eyes and my heart out. I have no problem doing that. And when I leave, I'm going to go home. The next day, you might see me grab a beer.
Yeah.
What you going to say, I'm a hypocrite?
Yeah.
I ain't going to hell for a drink.
Yeah.
The sin is not the drinker. The sin is the drunken man. I don't drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
I drink because I like a little taste here and there.
Yeah.
But at the end of that, I know my wings going to be a little little when I get to heaven. But I'm going to make it, I tell you that. I'm getting in.
Oh, God. It's going to be a little. So, how do you navigate and overcome challenges as a young black professional in industries that may not always be so welcoming?
Make sure that I walk in with my confidence, knowing that God got grace and favor over me. I got favor with both God and man, which means when I walk into this room, God went in before me. Y'all ain't got to like me in here, but I promise you, I'm in here for a reason. And by the time I leave, I done shifted this whole room, whether it was good or bad. Either way it go, I did that on my own.
You will never forget me.
You will never forget me. Y'all gonna be like, there go that little boy again. They love it. There go that little boy. There you go, y'all. Now so I don't care.
Yeah. And it's like they can look and say, but one thing they can't deny is that the hand of God is not on your life.
Right. And that's not something I'm going around throwing in somebody's face, but at the end of the day, don't try me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you touch not his anointed and do his prophets no harm. So I'm telling you right now, try me if you want to. I ain't got to do nothing. God gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone. Because what am I doing? You're only bothering me or trying me or whatever the case because you feel threatened.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did to threaten you.
Just showed up.
But you feel threatened. I'm not finna let how you feel change me. No, I don't care. Because what I eat don't make you poop.
Good point.
Can't say what I want to say.
Don't do it. Don't do it. What role does community play in your work, and how do you use your platform to advocate for diversity and inclusion, as well as give back to the people who inspire you?
My giving back to the people that inspire me is acts of service. Whenever they reach out and they call me, I make sure I go. I ain't asking for a dime. I ain't asking for none of that. Now, you calling about a catering or anything like that, you want to pay the price. But I look like the community. Without the community, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be able to do what I do because they support me. It's the love. It's the welcoming. It's the invites here and there. It's just support. I cook. Y'all come and buy the food. So I got to make sure this food is up to par because I'm not going to sell something that I wouldn't buy my own.
Yeah.
I dance. I go to events or whatever the case. People love it. They love to see the videos. I get comments and inboxes every day about, oh, your video just warmed my heart. I just keep watching this video over and over. So without the community, I wouldn't be who I am. So my return back to the community is to continue doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And to make sure that I'm the best at what I'm doing. That way, whenever y'all need something, y'all know who you can call.
Yeah.
Giving back to the community in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Whether I got to volunteer my services, and I ain't got to post that. See, a lot of people like to do stuff, volunteer, feed the homeless, do all this, and you want the video and wants to do all that. I ain't got to do that. I'm not going to do that because why am I recording that? I'm going to keep recording what I've been recording. Y'all going to see the turn up, and that's it.
Yeah.
You want to worry about all the rest of the stuff? Call me. Let's go do something. Let's put something together. Let's go hand out blankets to the homeless. Let's go give out free meals. See, y'all don't know about the free meals there. Let's feed the kids whenever they're at home at the park on summertime, and parents is at work, and these kids ain't got no lunches. And these programs ain't like they used to be back in the day where we can go to the park and just grab a little lunch tray and come on back home. No. So y'all reach out to me. Like Keisha. Keisha would reach out to me from Hope. She'll let me know, Trey, I need 250 meals or plates to take to the park this weekend. Okay, Keisha, what we cooking? What they want? They want some baked spaghetti? We ain't getting no sandwiches.
Okay.
We ain't going. We out of that. What they want? So some rotel dip and chips and all of this stuff. We gonna feed these kids. I ain't got to record that. I ain't got to post that.
Yeah.
I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all.
Yeah.
Who in the H is y'all? Y'all know I can't cuss on here and it's killing me. Killing me. But I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all. I know that what God give to me, I give back. This is the gift that he blessed me with. So I got to share that gift with the world until he called me home.
Yeah.
But I ain't got to show and prove this to none of y'all. None of you. You can sit here and say, oh, Trey would do this, Trey would do. Yes, Trey's going to do whatever Trey wants to do because God has blessed me to be able to do that. And I'm not saying that in a bragging way. I'm saying if I want to go to a party and have me a good time, that's what I'm going to do. God has blessed me to where now I'm a traveling international chef. God blessed me with that.
Yeah.
So y'all can be mad because I'm traveling and catering. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I told you where you can go. And it sure enough ain't north. So at the end of the day, don't be mad at me for the doors that God has opened for me. You need to sweep around your own door and discern your own doors. Because some of y'all sitting behind some doors that you should have left a long time ago. So please don't come questioning talking about mine, because I promise you going to want to swing off on me after I start talking about yours. Because I'm pretty sure yours is clear as a glass house.
I'm screaming. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen. But, okay, international chef, and you doing all that for the kids. I think, I didn't know that myself. That explains a lot because you're so humble. And I think that's why it's like you're being catapulted into all these places because you know the rule. If you just humble yourself. He said, I'll do the rest.
That's it.
If you just make sure you draw them all back to me. Wherever you go, if you send them back to me, I'll send you wherever you go.
That's it. I can't take no credit for none of this. This is all God.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to learn how to be a team player. Everybody wants to be the boss.
Mm-hmm.
You had to start out as an employee somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you be able to work up to the ranks and then now you got to the boss and you forgot how to do all this other stuff? No, sometimes you'll be the boss and that boss got to play a team player for the other bosses because you ain't reached that level of boss.
Mm-hmm.
You just on this mediocre level of being the no. No. You got to learn how to be a team player.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to be the boss and then you got to go back and be the employee all at the same time while you still holding the same title. But people don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
People act like once they get to this level, you too good to go back down there. No. You learned something down there.
That's what got you up here.
That's what got you
here. It's what
here.
they saw down here.
Now you're running into people that's on the same level with you, but it's always somebody above you. So you might have to play the team player for them. You don't know how to do that no more? You too good to do that now? Okay, well then your blessings will stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you mad. Now you, what? God gave you the blessing and you fumbled it.
Mm-hmm.
You got too big-headed. Dial it back. Remain humble. Don't get content at where you at.
Yeah.
But remain humble. God will push you and walk you into doors and you'll be like, well, I wasn't even thinking about that. I wasn't even worried about that. No, none of that. Oh, well, I ain't know that was, oh, well, thank you. It'll be that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're doing what God has you doing in that place, in that point in time. Understand your season. You there for a reason. Understand that. But you got to work it until God say, okay, you done. Let me move you on over.
It's almost like, going to different grades in school. You're in first grade, you're going to learn what first grader got to learn. At the end, you're going to take your test. And you're going to go to the next level.
Yep.
Now, if you don't pass, you got to repeat it over. It ain't nothing. It ain't that you ain't good enough. It's just that you ain't learned while you here.
Thank you. And if you don't learn everything you need to learn on that level, God will not take you to the next level.
Because you're going to need what you learned in first grade.
In that next level. Because every new level comes a different devil. And you got to know how to fight against that new devil. I'm 32 years old. You think I don't remember how she taught me in elementary 4 times 4? Count them on your hand. 4, 8, 12, 16. How can I be this old and forget something that's vital for me in my everyday life? All because I feel like I'm 32 years old. I don't need that. What? That applies everywhere across the board. You think just because you getting all this exposure and people liking you and all this stuff, that now you can just walk around and act all uppity and biggity and all of this? You can only talk to certain people. Certain people can speak to you and all of this stuff. What? Man, please.
Yeah.
I speak to folks every day and I don't be knowing who half of them is.
Yeah.
But they know me.
Yeah.
Woman waved to me at Walmart today. You would have thought she knew me. About to break her neck. Hey, Trey! I say, hey there, girl, how you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I still don't know who that is. But she knows me. You may have ran into me somewhere. Who am I to be like, who is that? Who is you? I don't know her. I ain't speaking to her. What? I don't know what me and this woman crossed paths at, but I know she remembered me enough to where when she saw me again, she spoke to me.
Something you did, said, cooked, touched her in a way that she ain't never been touched, and she gonna forever remember you.
Exactly. So I don't care how much exposure, what God take me to or whatever. I will always treat everybody and everything with the same respect.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm a cussing somebody. But I will always treat people with the utmost respect. I don't care what I do all the way across the board. Because you always need people to help you and support you. Without the people, who are you?
And you don't know that person that you may not entertain that day may be the very one that holds the key to your next door.
Yeah.
And you gonna wish you would have entertained them.
That might be the person that's gonna pass along to this big booking.
You don't know that woman you seen in Walmart could be friends with so many people
that need a caterer, and she gon', I got the perfect one for you.
Yeah.
But I was that chef that said, who is you? I don't know you. So you block your blessings being ugly.
By being so entitled. Thinking that we didn't arrive or that we deserve to be here.
Don't nobody owe you. See, he about to make me cuss. God.
Yeah, thinking we supposed to be. Ain't none of us supposed to be.
We on borrowed time, borrowed land. This ain't the borrowed world. This ain't ours. What is you talking about? Why are you entitled? Don't nobody owe you nothing. Get off your lazy and do what you need to do. Don't nobody owe you nothing. I'm gonna go over my time.
That's why because you know the rule. That's why, and you're gonna forever go so many places because you just doing what he wants you to do. Be humble, cause he already got the plan, and you ain't seen nothing yet. What he about? You ain't seen nothing yet.
I receive it
because you're passing the test, and he's giving you all of these big assignments and doors to go into, and you're directing everybody right back to him. And that's all he required.
I tell him in a minute. Whenever I was running the club in Charlotte, I had my own night, College Night Live every Thursday. CNL Thursdays, 935. Y'all remember that? Y'all know it. Lord, that person we used to be turning out. But the people, my friends and whatnot, that promoters that would spend the night, that would have to spend the night at my house, I tell them on that Thursday night, if y'all staying the whole weekend, come Sunday morning, y'all going to church.
Okay.
Because I'm going to church. I ain't got no church clothes. I got a washing machine. We're going to wash them clothes you had on last night.
That's it.
I ain't your daddy, but I'm telling you straight up.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody laying up in my apartment when I'm going down 77 to go to church. So y'all going to get in the car and go with me. Yeah. If you're drunk, sit in the back. I'm going to my seat, but y'all can sit back here in the back. Yeah. And when we leave, we'll go get something to eat or I'll go home and cook.
Because I know what done got me here. And I ain't finna know.
I'm not compromising that for nobody. I don't care who you is. I'm not compromising. You would get cussed, slam out. I'm not compromising that for nobody.
No.
I know who kept me through the week while I was turning up and standing on tables and kicking up dirt, going here and there and everywhere, traveling back and forth on the dangerous highways. I know who covered me.
Yeah.
I know when I was sipping and swerving who had me. I know who watched over me and got me back home.
Yeah.
My brother didn't make it back home. I know who has kept me and got me back home. So, yes, I can go to church and give God 2.5 hours once a week.
Yeah, yeah.
In his house.
Yeah.
Y'all think just, I ain't got to go to church to get it, I can roll over in my bed. You ain't paying attention. Be in the house.
There's something about being there.
Feel it. Get that feeling. Get that praise and worship. You get that feeling, I promise you. And you really are going in for that feeling. It's like a drug. You got to go back. I can't miss a Sunday. The only time I miss a Sunday, I got to be working or out of town. If I'm not catering on a Sunday and I'm not working, I better be out of town catering or I better be on a trip somewhere. That's the only way I'm missing a Sunday. Because I'm going to church. I don't make it nowhere on time. I just told somebody that the other day. I said, I don't make it nowhere on time, but Sunday morning I'm at church at 9:30.
The importance,
I don't know how I do it. They call me a robot. They say I don't sleep, I don't nothing. But I'm there, 9:30. That's the only place I make it to on time. I was late getting there.
Yeah.
But that aside from that, but I know who got me. And ain't nobody gonna dim my light. Ain't nobody gonna none of that because I'm gonna always be me. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna authentically, transparently be me. If you don't like it, move around. Because I ain't moving out the way. I'm going one way. Move or get ran over. Point blank and period.
Because if you in my way, then that's on you. Because this is my path. You ain't got no business over here. No, you trying to come over here and see why my path don't look like your path. But my path was designed specifically for me.
Thank you. Because you wouldn't be able to live 48 hours in my shoes.
Try 24.
24, I'm going to tell you right now, you go catch HELL. But if you make it past 24, I promise you, you won't make it past that 48. You'll give up. When you see the weights that's on my shoulders, the stuff that go through my mind, the stuff that I deal with, the different attitudes and people that I have to come encounter with, and I have to keep it professional because that's my business. Y'all may say, I ain't going to deal with that person. No. People come to you nice, nasty. You don't give that back to them. I'm running a business. I know how to handle you. I know how to shut you down. So I have to deal with so much. And it's so up and down. And in my line of work, it's nothing but strangers. Nothing but strangers. Different people and everything. Different people come and buy food from me all the time. You don't know how it feels to have people that's coming in and out of my house buying food. Do you know how I have to cover and bless my house to where that people that's walking in and out don't come in and leave their spirits here?
Or even try to come back when you're not there.
Right, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm packing and there's one in the head. So I'm going to tell you right now, you come back knocking on that door and ain't no food being sold. Tell you right now.
See, people don't know. And that's why I had to get you on here, because people don't know. And because they see on the tables, but I'm like, it's more. It's more. Yeah. It's because it's like you want people to live more for them than you even do for yourself.
Yeah.
It's like because it's like you don't want them to go through the stuff you went through. They don't know.
And I deal with it. And like I say, it's not something that I'm pouting about or any of that, because I take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
God got me. If he got me to it, he'll get me through it. Point blank and period.
And the bigger the problem, the bigger the blessing. So it's like, God, you got all this on me. So I know when it's all said and done,
it's coming.
It's going to be big.
I just got to trust the process. And the biggest, the one time in my life that I had no choice but to trust the process is when I had to learn how to walk all over again. You laying in a bed, somebody got to come and cater to you hand and foot. I can't even roll over on my own. Somebody got to come in and roll me over, and I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I can't get up. I'm 18 years old, and my mama got to bath me, wash me. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Do you know how that will humble you? Do you know how you have no choice but to trust the process? I couldn't make this leg bend. This leg was straight as much as I wanted it to bend. I couldn't do. I had to trust the process. I had to go to physical therapy, learn how to move, learn how to walk, learn how to go up steps and down steps, learn how to get in and out of the bed, in and out of the car. Stuff I've been doing for 18 years. I got to learn how to do it all over again because I don't know how to walk. I was forced to sit still and learn and trust the process. So now, yes, I trust the process. I don't care what come my way. I'm going to trust the process. God going to get me through it. It can be stressful. It can be all that. I ain't sweating. I ain't sweating. Because if it's meant to be, God going to handle it. You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
And have faith.
Yeah.
Y'all go through stuff and want to, I got to, I can't do that. I can't be celebrating and I'm going through all this. Not celebrating. Because you can't do nothing about it. You can sit at home mad. Or you can sit at the bar mad. You can sit in your car mad. Or you can go sit at church mad. Either way it go, you mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not just get that off of you and trust the process? Release it, let it go, and give it to God. It'll be handled. It'll be handled. But people don't want to take the risk.
They don't want to bear the cross. But they want the benefits of getting up on the third day. But you don't want to bear it.
You don't want to bear it at all. You want to reap the harvest, but you ain't getting out there to plant the seed.
Now, he said, if you suffer with me, you can suffer with me, but you got to suffer.
You got to suffer.
You just ain't going to get here.
Y'all want the easy way out. And y'all look at my life and just swear me that I got it so easy.
And them be the ones that's got all these blessings. That's how you know they done suffered. That stuff ain't free.
Thank you. I done had to sacrifice. But y'all don't know that. Cause I ain't got to show you that. I ain't got to show you that. God didn't make me suffer in front of you. So I ain't got to show you. And the reason why God didn't make me suffer in front of you because I was humble enough to not get the big head to where he had to bring me down in front of you.
See, now that's the one. Because
you'll be up there on your little high horse thinking it's all about you. And God will give you every chance. Dial it back. Dial it back. He going to pop you across your neck with that flip-flop. You still ain't felt it.
Okay.
Now he got the, all right.
I have to break you publicly.
I have to, for a second, take my hand off you.
To show you.
To show you.
You need me.
You didn't do this on your own.
Ooh.
So now that you up there, you going to fall. But just know I'm going to be there to get you back up.
And when you get it together, we can start back over. But right now, I got to get you together.
I got to
get you together now because there's some greater doors over here. And if you get over here and mess them doors up.
No, I ain't going to allow you to get over there.
Because then that's going to make me look like a lie. And God ain't. Oh.
There you go. There you go.
God ain't going to be no liar now.
There you go.
No.
There you go.
Well, and see, that's what I love. Because when he do it, it's still for our benefit.
Yep.
But we think, oh, no, it's just him. No, he trying to save you because it's a big door over here that you can't mess up.
You was heading to destruction. You were going to destroy the blessing that he had for you. And you were going to destroy it, not him. He saw that you was going to destroy it.
We was going to destroy the plan.
And he had to stop you because you wouldn't listen. He tried to show you time after time after time that messed up relationship that you just won't get out of. That boy keep beating. Oh, God, you holding my tongue. Because I was finna say it. That boy keep making you touch every wall in that house. And you just won't leave.
And you know it ain't working.
You know it ain't working. You know it ain't. How many times do you have to keep going through it? How many times do you got to keep touching that stove and burning your hand before you realize it's hot?
Or realize it ain't got to be like this.
I can turn it down.
I can turn it off. Or I can get away from it. I don't have to do this.
Like,
if I just take the easy way and let him direct my...
That's it. That's the easy way. But don't nobody want to go that way because they can't see it. And people don't like to go where they can't see because it's uncomfortable. And anything that is uncomfortable will make somebody go the opposite way because people like familiarity. They don't like anything uncomfortable.
And I can hear the people saying, now, how can you trust a God you can't see? How am I going to trust direction from somebody I can't see? Let me tell you something. I might not see him, but I can feel him.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
Thank you. I ain't got to see him. I hear him. I feel him. I know him. He stopped me. I be doing something and I be like,
Now, you know that's too much.
I be like, I ain't know why my stomach hurt like that. I be like, oh, something ain't right in here. I'll holler at y'all. Or I be like, I got a phone call. Let me go out here. I done went outside on my phone. Y'all see that truck pulling off. No. It's a spirit of discernment.
He looks after his own.
So don't sit here and say, how can I trust a God I can't see? Man, please. You want to know how I can trust a God that I can't see? Because that same God got me out here hucking and bucking. And y'all ain't know nothing about this metal in this leg.
And let me stop you right there. Because when you was stretching that right there, he said, I had to sit you down. Because that way, every time you dance now, you sending them right back to me.
Yeah.
Because everybody want to see a miracle. Everybody want to. No, I'm the miracle.
Yeah.
Every time you see me do that little I ain't supposed to be doing this.
Nope. Y'all don't even know.
That and most of the time you dance, it ain't even for them. It's because God, I know that I ain't supposed to be. I'm not even supposed to be breathing. Forget the leg. I'm not even supposed to be here after 6 years old.
Thank you. I ain't supposed to be on this earth at all. And then the fact that I did make it this far, the leg was the next thing.
And I done messed around and made it past that. And you think you...
Oh, okay then.
So how can you trust the God you ain't seen?
Okay.
Because he done kept me living.
You want to know how you can trust God you can't see? The same way I trust that table when I stand on it.
Okay. Or just chill when I'm sitting there. Because I done seen him. He done proved himself in my life.
Time after time after time after time after time after time. I didn't know why my brother got snatched away from me. I didn't question God. I did not question him. I didn't go into no depression.
Mm-hmm.
They clinically diagnosed me as chronically depressed. Who? Y'all know I got lit yesterday before I even came in here. I almost missed the appointment if y'all ain't sent a reminder. What did you talking about? Depressed? I developed anxiety. Well, they say I developed anxiety. I ain't, Only reason why I knew that I developed anxiety because my body, it started affecting my body. So when I went to the doctor, that's when it was like, anything traumatic happened in your life. When I told that, that's when they was like, okay, you have developed anxiety. This is direct result of anxiety. Here go these pills. Who finna take them pills? Who? You don't spell you don't spell God anxiety.
Or depression.
You don't spell that. God don't start with A-N or D-E. Huh? No. Who got anxiety? Not me. I'm glad y'all told me. Thank you. So I can pray that up off me.
Okay.
Oh, y'all say I'm depressed.
Because y'all the same one that said I wasn't going to make it. But any of y'all saying I got depressed? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. But I thank y'all because when I go to the bar, I'm going to tell them, you know, that doctor told me I got anxiety. Y'all owe me a shot. I can get one on the house.
To depression.
Can I get one on the house? Cheers to anxiety and depression. Little AD. Because it ain't got me. I can tell you that.
Okay.
I can tell you that now.
Listen. So what legacy, after it's all said and done, do you hope to create through your diverse career paths? And what advice would you give to aspiring young talents looking to make their mark in multiple industries like you have? Because you everywhere. You got your foot in every pot.
The legacy, I just want people to just learn to be transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Be comfortable, and you don't care nothing about what people got to say. They don't care about people judging you. Like, just be you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't saying everybody get to be on my level if I don't care. Because mine's deep. Mine's is deep. My grandma called me right now. She'd be, Trey, you know them folks was over there and all of this. You going over there. Grandma, I don't care nothing about that. What? Grandma, I don't care nothing about that. And that's not me being disrespectful. Yeah. My grandma just know that's how I talk. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not telling her, hush, I don't want to hear that. She know I'm genuinely saying, Grandma, I don't care nothing about that. Yeah. I don't know what the folk got going on over there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because that does not, it's not doing anything for me. So that's just that. So I just want people to kind of learn a little bit more of a nonchalant type of thinking about things to where it doesn't bother them so much and it dictates and controls their life. To where now you living your life around what these people had to say at this point in time, or this friend that you had for 12 years and now y'all fell out. Cut them off. People in your life for a season.
Or a reason.
Sometimes they was meant to be there 12 years, 20 years, 30 years. And then they got to go.
Yeah.
Everything got an expiration date. You got to go. and you hold on to it and you keep on holding on to it, God, it's going to end in destruction. So I would tell the younger me to stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. And people say that all the time. Like, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. You can do anything you want to do. No, I'm genuinely saying, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. It's only one person that if I go to her and I tell her I'm about to do something, which 9 times out of 10, everything that I'm doing, I did not tell her first. She kind of found out in the street. I didn't go hold you. Found out in the street. Found out on social media. Somebody else. Yeah. But I do go to her sometimes about certain things. If I go to her and tell her something, and she tell me, okay, well then how you gonna do it? That's her way of saying yeah. Or if she, well, what all you got to do to get that done then? That's her way of approval. But if she, now I don't think you need to do that. I know right then it's a no. And that's my mom. My mama ain't know I was running the club. I ain't hiding from her either. I wasn't in your house. I was in Charlotte in my own apartment. By the time she found out I was running the club, I had already been running it for about 8 years. You knew I was going to the club. Yeah. You just didn't know that I was the man at the club. So, even with, this traveling catering, that came out of the blue. The trail riding, that came out of the blue. That did come out of the blue.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you was cooking. I thought you was like scrambling eggs. Not you.
I ain't lying. Them boots sure enough came out of nowhere.
And you didn't got a whole new wardrobe too. I was like, wait a minute.
So, I will say to younger me, do whatever your heart desires. Because if God placed it on your heart, He gonna walk you through it. He gonna take you through it. Yeah. You might not have the people that are close to you that's gonna support you. You still go. Don't get mad because they not supporting you. They're supposed to be my friends. So
everybody won't see it like you, and that's okay, and that's perfectly fine.
They ain't got to see your vision.
It's your vision for a reason.
It's yours, but they'll see the outcome. They'll see the outcome, and they're gonna want to reap the benefits from the harvest. And then that's when you got to understand to put people in their place. Yeah, you got to compartmentalize. Then at that point. Because now you didn't help me on the journey. You didn't help me get here. I'm not angry with you. I don't have any ill intent towards you or anything like that, any ill feelings. But I know that you didn't help me get here, so I know my place with you. I got to love you from a distance. Right. Because now I've reached this level and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. You couldn't even help me along the journey to get here, but now you want to get up here and reap the glory of it? Nah, that ain't happening. Yeah. So I love you. But stay over there. Amen.
I know that's right.
Stay over there. So you have to understand, follow your heart. But you also got to be free with being able to let people go. You got to let people go and let things go. Because as you grow, you got to let that stuff go. Because you grow out of it. You mature out of it. New level, new maturity. New discipline, new understanding. New compromises. New people, new contacts, new contracts. Them old people, some of them can go with you. Yeah. Everybody can't go with you. A lot of them going to trickle off along the way. But you don't let that stop the journey. You keep going and keep going and keep going. Maybe when you get to the top, God will let y'all paths cross again because maybe it's something you could do for them. Maybe it's some way that y'all can help each other. But right now, they got to fall by the wayside for just a second. You don't hate them. Wow. You don't hate them at all. Check on them. If y'all ain't talked in a while, that don't mean y'all relationship has to change. They'll see and understand your growth and where you going. That's it.
That was for me right there. Yeah. He had you say that for a reason. he had you say that for a reason. Trey, I'm so glad you came.
I'm glad you had me.
I'm so glad you came.
I'm glad you had me. You done had me up here and got a little teary-eyed.
Not a little teary-eyed now. It's been real. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Sunday.